it show.
I'm Maggie, and this is my sister Maria. And home for me is mostly where the family is, where the dogs are running around, cousins are coming over, Yaya is cooking in the kitchen, and everybody's having fun no matter what we're doing, whether we're all cooking or we're running outside playing soccer. That's where home is for me.
And me too. Home is where family and friends are, and where I can be myself and have fun just doing what I like to do.
That will be nice. It's a place where I can sleep, and a place that I like the most, and a place where I can have a roof over my head. Where we rest, and that's where we spend most of our lives at, and we can change homes. You can change homes, and you can change in a year. You could maybe change in 12 years.
The pain I've grown to know. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home. I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes. My heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died. My prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter.
Το σπίτι είναι μια οικογένεια. Πάντοτε κάτω από τη στέγη αυτή ζει μια οικογένεια αγαπημένη, και ό,τι προβλήματα υπάρχουν πρέπει να λυθούν μέσα από τη στέγη αυτή. Αυτό λέγεται το σπίτι, αυτό είναι μια οικογένεια. Τώρα που είμαστε εδώ πέρα στην Αμερική είναι λίγο διαφορετικά από την Ελλάδα. Η Ελλάδα είναι η πατρίδα μας, την πονάμε, η οικογένειά μας, είναι το σπίτι μας το παλιό, αυτό που κληρονομήσαμε από τους γονείς μας. Αυτό είναι. Το σπίτι είναι μια οικογένεια.
Home to me is having my family nearby, doing things with them, with my children and my grandchildren. That's everything to me.
So you want to know what home is to me? And to me, home is my mom's house. It's actually two places, should I say. It's my mom's house because that's where I grew up. I've been in the same house since I was 3 years old, and my parents still live there. So when I go there, it's like nothing's changed. I feel like it's home to me, and I think anytime there's any kind of family gathering or whatever, and we're at my parents' house, it just feels even more like home. Going through old pictures and things like that, you know, are also things that bring me home. The other home for me, besides Milwaukee, is Laredo, Texas. And the reason why I say Laredo, Texas is because that's where I was told I was conceived. However, but I think the reason why I think Laredo, Texas is also home is because that's where my dad is from, and that's where my last living grandparent is living. And she is about 90 years old, and she survived double mastectomy breast cancer. And so every time I would go to visit her, we would go for weeks at a time. So of course home felt like, you know, Texas. And I always felt like part of me is always going to be in Texas too. So Texas is also considered home to me. But most of all, home to me is always going to be with my husband and my daughter, and in our own house. But my parents' house is still like my base, where I came from. So that's home.
I want me to tell you what home is to me right now. Interesting that this subject should come up because I think this is my current struggle, which is probably the hardest struggle I've ever had. Like I was talking about before, because the world is changing, because As much as my mind doesn't want to accept it, it's necessary and prophetic, and it's occurring whether I like it or not. The thought of home, what does home mean? Where's home going to be? That's a big question, and I think that's going to be a big question for a lot of people because things will be different for them. And in the way I feel about it at this point is whatever gives you that warm, fuzzy feeling, that's home. Some people say you're home when you're in a lover's arms, or you're home when you're with a family member, or you're home when you're in your physical structure. Whatever home means to you, that's what home is. It's not necessarily a location or a place. It's a feeling.
Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home.
Ονομάζομαι πατήρ Θεολόγος Παντελής, έχω μεγαλώσει στο Μαρούσι, στην Αθήνα κοντά. Ζω εδώ στην Αμερική σχεδόν 25 χρόνια. Φυσικά είμαι έγγαμος ιερεύς και έχω 4 παιδιά, από 4 μέχρι 16 ετών. Και είμαι ο εφημέριος στον Ιερό Ναό των Αγίων Κωνσταντίνου και Ελένης, εδώ στο Γουαγοτόσα, έξω από το Μιλγόκι, στον όμορφο πολιτεία του Ουισκάνσιν. Τώρα, τι είναι το σπίτι για μένα, ο οίκος. Λοιπόν, αυτή η λέξη οίκος, την ονομάζουμε, τη χρησιμοποιούμε και για την Εκκλησία, όταν λέμε οίκος του Θεού, αλλά επίσης χρησιμοποιούμε και τη λέξη Εκκλησία για το σπιτικό μας. Γιατί τι είναι το σπίτι? Είναι η κατοίκον εκκλησία, δηλαδή μια εκκλησία στο σπίτι και είναι το μικρότερο κύτταρο της εκκλησίας, η μικρότερη εκκλησία. Ότι για μένα σπίτι πρώτα απ' όλα αναφέρεται την καταλαβαίνω σαν μια κοινωνία προσώπων που ζουν κάτω από την ίδια στέγη, οι γονείς και αν δώσει ο Θεός και τα παιδιά, που ζουν μια ζωή με, με συγχωρητικότητα, με αγάπη για το Θεό, αλληλοκατανόηση, με σκοπό να βρούμε το Θεό, να βρούμε την σωτηρία. Οπότε αυτά για μένα αποτελούν σπίτι. Οι γονείς, τα παιδιά και είπαμε ο Χριστός και η Παναγία μέσα στο σπίτι. Με σκοπό τη σωτηρία όλων μας.
So I guess for me, home is God.
Let it show the pain I've grown to know. Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home. I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes, my heart's away.